My name is Rachel Gregory and I am one of the personal trainers at Princeton Club East. Today I'm going to show you a series of bodyweight exercises you can do at home to get a good workout. Hashtag earn the burn. Let's get started. First exercise we are going to do are Supermans. We're going to come down to the floor and lay on our stomach. We're going to have our hands above our head and thinking about digging my stomach down into the mat, I'm going to lift up like so, as high as I can go. So for this exercise, I would recommend doing 15 to 20 repetitions if you're going to do what's called pulsing, which is what I am doing here. The other option you can do is to lift up and hold the position for time. I would recommend starting with maybe 45 seconds and see how you feel. Second exercise we're going to do are push-ups. We're going to start with the most standard position, and I will show a couple of modifications based on your fitness level. So first, I'm going to have my hands shoulder width apart, and I'm going to be up on my toes. Then I'm going to come down as low as I can and push myself back up. If that feels a little too challenging, the next modification would be to go on your knees. Now, if you're on your knees, I want to make sure you still have that weight pushed forward. You don't want your butt up high in the air. So I'm still having my weight down. I'm going to come down as low as I can and push back up. If going on the floor is uncomfortable, you can also do what's called an incline push-up. This can be done on either a chair, a countertop, or a table. So here, I'm going to still have my hands on the surface, still weight down, come down, and back up. I recommend starting with maybe 12 repetitions and go up from there. Excellent. Our next exercise is going to be V-ups. This is going to work on your abs, and who doesn't need more ab work in their life? So we're going to lay flat on our back, hands above my head. Then at the same time, I'm going to lift my arms and legs to fold myself essentially into the letter V. If this feels a little too challenging to start with, what I recommend is to bring your legs up and keep them up like so, arms out in front, and then reach up towards your toes and back down. For V-ups, I recommend starting with 15 repetitions because you really want to earn the burn. All right, next exercise we're going to do are Flutterkicks. This is going to work on your lower abs. Now this can be a problem area for some people because they end up feeling it in their back instead. So if that's the case for you, I would put your hands underneath the small of your back to have a little extra support. Then I'm going to lay down, lift my legs up, and now kick them straight up and down like so. To make it easier, have your legs a little bit higher. To make it harder, bring it down towards the ground. This exercise is easier to do with time instead of reps. So I would say start with 35 seconds, and if you feel you can keep going, keep going. Why not? We're here to challenge ourselves. Okay, next we're going to do some squat pulses. So our squat form is so. You're going to have your feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to bend at the hips, and I'm going to pretend like I'm sitting in an invisible chair. So what that means is I feel it in my quads and my glutes. You do not want to feel this in your knees. So if you come forward like so, this is the wrong way to do it. You will feel it in your knees, and your knees are going past your toes. So instead, again, think about sitting in an invisible chair. You're sitting back like so, and my knees are not past my toes. So now for the pulse part, I'm gonna go down as low as I can and then bounce. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. So even though I'm pulsing for 3 seconds at the bottom, that only counts as 1 rep. So I would like you to still go for 15 repetitions on this exercise. All right, next one we're going to do are Curtsey Lunges. This is going to work not only on your quads, but also on balance. So what I'm going to do is stand with my feet shoulder width apart. I'm gonna come behind, down, up, back to center. Now we're gonna alternate. Back, down, up, back to center. With this exercise, I would recommend doing obviously an even amount of repetitions to make sure each leg gets the same amount of focus. So I would say maybe 14 repetitions or 16 repetitions. Excellent. All right, so now let's finish up this workout with some cardio. We're going to do some mummy kicks for you today. So first we're gonna have our arms straight out like so. Then I'm going to cross them while also kicking my leg. So it's gonna look like so. Kick and cross. So since this is a cardio exercise, we wanna go for a period of time that is gonna get you a little out of breath. So let's start with 45 seconds and go up to a minute. Now, if you are unable to do something this high impact, you can also do a little bit slower version of this, where I'm just more so kicking. But if you do that, I'd recommend going for a longer period of time, so that way you still get your heart rate up. My name is Rachel Gregory. Thank you for watching, listening. I would recommend doing this workout for 3 sets, which means each exercise you do at least 3 times through, if not more. If you want to ask me any questions, feel free to contact me at rachel.gregory@princetonclub.net. Thanks, and stay fit, San Diego.